I'm bored, so let's talk about the time I took a huge L. And if you have nothing better to do like me, watch the video.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Tony for 12 fuck SWAT. Buzzing all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box.
Okay, well, I was in 7th grade. I was probably about 13 to 12. You know, the average age for a 7th grader. I want you to remember that, okay, for the coming up. For those you didn't know, I went to a school called Northland. No, not the one you guys are thinking of, a different school. And naturally, I was excited to go back because I haven't been there since 4th grade. And my best friend was there. We were just like that, pretty much brothers. We would even occasionally box, but you know, we were like that. So we would just get over it and go to the new day. But then I finally came back to the school. It was crazy. I felt like CJ, you know, like when he first came back to Grove Street. Northland, home until I messed everything up. So naturally, I walk in the building, and then I see a couple of old faces, you know. Some I didn't like, some people I remember I did like. But then I see my best friend Marcus strolling in class. I catch up with him, I dap him up, you know, the usuals. And then we're just like, yeah, so everything's like that. But then a grown man walks into the class, he bumps into me, and he's like, oh, my fault, bro. I didn't mean to. I'm like, oh, no, you good, bro. You chilling, you chilling. And then I assume he's a teacher and stuff like that, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm going to sit down. And like, I'm not going to talk. I'm going to let him teach his lesson. And then he sits down next to me and Marcus. He dapped Marcus up, then he dapped me up too. And like, oh, crap, you a student. He says, yeah, I get that a lot. And like, I'm like, I wouldn't assume him to be a student because, like, you know, he's 6'1" in the 7th grade. I'm 5'9", maybe 5'8". Me, Marcus, and this grown man actually have a lot in common. We start drawing, we start thinking of ideas, making our own original stories, just stuff like that. And then we become a good trio, right? But me and Marcus, we love dark humor, like to a point where we'll just like, we don't really have an extent. We'll just do it to do it. And then we start roasting each other, right? At a table. And then we start roasting him. But his feelings get hurt because, like, it's this drawing he spent, like, hours on. We look at it, and then we just start cracking up, dying. We're just like, dying, right? And then we start making fun of his drawing, laughing at him, stuff like that. But then he starts chuckling, too. And then he gives me and Marcus this crippling stare. I know what's coming next. He swings at Marcus. I don't know if Marcus dodged it or if he missed. But I knew one thing. And I knew one thing. He turned his sights towards me. I wasn't even frozen in fear. I was about to book it. But then he wasted no. I kid you not. He grabs me by my shirt. And then he looks me in my eyes. And then just choke slams me onto a table. And then he just repeatedly punches me in my face until it looks like a dropped cake. I swear to God. Marcus is getting help. Everything's over. I'm in the nurse's office. He's gone. Thing is, everybody was afraid of him. Even the principal. Like, she was questioning me. And then she asked me, why did I hit him first and why did I start the fight? I was just sitting there looking at her like she was stupid. And like that, the day ended. I was nowhere near the last victim of that grown man's fists, but shit, I was the first. And that taught me to humble myself. And I'll tell you about the other fights he got in, but that's a story for another time. Later.